Then from there they're going to take the water inside the rock. They made a tunnel around 3 kilometers inside the big rock tunnel, around 3 kilometers. Then inside the rock they constructed a powerhouse. In that the Pelton wheel they are using. Just if you anybody wants, you can go through that Varahi power plant. There you can able to see only the mountain, just like a big rock. Inside they made a tunnel by drilling a rock, and inside there is a powerhouse is there. We can't able to find out where the water is coming and where it is striking. Really, we can't able to find out that much of beautiful power plant. Okay, that you can leave it. At least you can able to tell me what is the weight of the Pelton wheel which they are using in Varahi. Can able to tell? Can able to tell? At least you can able to tell what is the weight of the Pelton bucket. 1 cup, each cup measures 500 kg. 500 kg it measures, each bucket measures 500 kg. Almost around 10 ton. The total weight of the turbine is almost 10 ton. Okay, that will not come into that. Just only ask for only practical approach. Now, once we complete, I hope I'm audible to everyone. For this also no task.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Then coming
Yes,
to
sir.
the next, once we completed the Pelton wheel, what is there in your syllabus? I explained behind your syllabus also. Then we'll go for the one more hydraulic turbine or water turbine, that is Francis turbine. Francis turbine. No, next is Francis turbine. It is also a hydro turbine which is used to convert potential energy of the water into mechanical energy. It is used to convert pressure energy or potential energy of the water into mechanical energy. Before converting into kind of mechanical energy, the pressure energy or potential energy must be converted into kinetic energy, and finally this kinetic energy get converted into mechanical energy. This is the stages to convert available energy of the water into mechanical energy by using a prime mover called turbine. Then we'll discuss about a Francis turbine. Just I'll open that. You have to take a diagram for that. Where is that? Sorry for that. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. It will open. It will open for a minute. Yeah. It will open now. I'm going to share it now. Yeah. It is entirely different from Pelton turbine. Pelton turbine is a one kind of turbine. And now the slide is the PPT is visible to you. Dear students, the PPT is visible to
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Wait.
yes.
Okay. Good response. Good response from your side. Very good. That and all not required. No, this completed. Now coming to the Francis turbine. Francis turbine used or it's more suitable or commonly used for medium head water power plants where the head of the water less than a or in terms of 100 meters, several hundred meters, like 500 meter, 200 meter, 300 meter. It's in the range 700 meters, 760 meter, like that. Means it is one of the idle power plant turbine which is used to convert potential energy of the water into kinetic energy, mechanical energy, and it is most commonly used for medium head water power plant. So it is called medium head turbine. When the jet of water strike the turbine blade, the reaction force is exerted it is called reaction turbine. Then the water is coming into the inlet of the turbine and flowing radially around the casing or around the runner. So it is called radial turbine. So finally, a Francis turbine is a radial flow reaction water turbine. A Francis turbine is a radial flow reaction water turbine. It is most commonly used for medium head water power plants where the head of the water in terms of or in several hundred meters, example 300, 400, 500, etc. In this, the water is flowing inside the turbine radially around the runner or rotor. This is about the introduction. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this one? Then coming to the construction. Before going to the construction, I would request everyone, I'm going to request everyone, kindly draw this diagram. Draw this diagram and see. No, this is the inlet of the turbine. Then the penstock is connected to the inlet. The penstock is coming from the dam or reservoir. Then the water is coming and flowing like this. See, flowing radially around the runner or rotor. While it's flowing radially, then it is directed towards the runner. Then it is flowing towards the runner between the gap of the blades called fixed blades. You got it now? You got it now? Note down the diagram. See, while it is flowing radially, then it is directed to flow towards the runner or rotor by means of one more type of blades called guiding blades or fixed blades. Then the jet of water strike the runner, and after striking, the water will discharge. How they are discharging? Through the draft tube. So the dotted line they mentioned, that is called a draft tube. Why it is mentioned? Because it is kept at back side of the turbine. It is not visible from the front side. It is a suctional view. Casing is there. It is covered with outermost component like a casing. They have to expose the hidden features or internal components. For that, they suctioning exactly at center. Once they suctioning, it is visible like this. Got it? Got it now? ಹಲೋ ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಏನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್. ನೋ, really I didn't understand, man, why you people are not willing to discuss. Okay, note down the diagram. What is this? Either you are talking or not, you are going to complete our work. You understood or not, man? Note down the diagram. So immediately can understand how the it working. What is the principle behind that? And which way you're going to convert the potential energy of the water. Pressure energy of the water which is stored inside the water, that is converted into mechanical energy. Nozzle is not there. Nozzle is not there like Pelton wheel. Are you following or not, man? Have you taken the diagram? Are you taking the diagram?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay, take it fast. I don't want to waste your time. Take it. Take it fast. So 49 students were attended now. Earlier 52, 51, 2 students are left. I don't know why they left in between the meeting or during the session. Okay. Make it fast. Got it over? Draw the diagram. Practice. Anyway, you are not going to practice. Straight away, you are going to practice in the examination itself. For that, I'm leaving you to practice here, or else straight away you're going to practice in the test itself if this question is there in your internals. So just until you keep on glancing with your smartphone by using a PDF. You're going to take a material in the form of PDF from someone, I think by the faculty members. Then after that, you keep on glancing without practicing. Straight away, you're practicing at the examination. It is not a practice session. Completed. Completed. Everybody should practice. Got it over? You are doing past one? Huh? Completed. So one Rakesh L
Yes, sir.
now is joining.
Yes, sir.
Everybody completed? Please, those who completed, please kindly raise your hand because you are not willing to discuss with us. Yeah. Shashikala completed. Shika Pandey completed. Subramanya completed. Yeah. Rahul Mandal completed. Some of the students that got complete. Oh, almost everybody that got complete. But I don't know whether complete. Everybody there is a hand. Very good. Very good, man. Now coming to the shell. Now can I explain that? Shall we go for explanation?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Observe this side. Francis turbine is a radial flow reaction water turbine. Radial flow reaction water turbine. Most commonly used for medium at water power plant where the head of the water, what is head already explained, where the head of the water is in several hundred meters, example 500, 300, 600, etc. And in this, the water is entering into the turbine or inside the turbine radially. Then the reaction force is exerted when the jet of water strike the rotor or curved vanes which are present on the runner. This is about the introduction. Any doubt about the introduction? Any doubt about the introduction? When the
No,
jet of
sir.
water strikes, the reaction force is exerted at the curved blades which are mounted on the periphery of the runner. And the water is entering into the turbine and flowing radially around the runner. This is about the introduction. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Okay.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Then coming to the construction, it consists of casing called spiral casing. It consists of casing called spiral casing. What is that? That I will tell you later. Spiral casing. And two set of blades. It consists of spiral casing and fixed blades. Fixed blades. These are also known as guiding blades, which are mounted on the guiding wheel. Runner. The curved vanes are mounted on the runner or periphery of the runner. And draft tube. We'll take one by one. So it consists of spiral casing, fixed blades. These are also known as guiding blades, which are mounted on the guiding wheel, and moving blades, which are mounted on the runner or periphery of the runner, and draft tube. Then we'll explain one by one. Casing. The casing which is used in Francis turbine is known as spiral casing. The casing which is used in Francis turbine is known as spiral casing. It is the outermost component made up of cast iron. It is the outermost component made up of cast iron. It has a circular channel or passage. It has a circular channel or passage. The cross-sectional area of the circular channel gradually reduces. See, here it is more, then here it is less, then gradually reduces. See, it has a circular channel. The cross-sectional area of the circular channel or passage gradually reduces. In this, some percentage of the potential energy or pressure energy get converted into kinetic energy. Some percentage of the only little percentage of the potential energy or pressure energy get converted into kinetic energy. Coming to the fixed blades. The fixed blades are also known as guiding blades or guiding vanes. Guiding blades or guiding vanes. The shape of the guiding blades are in the form of aerofoil in shape. The shape of the guiding blades or fixed blades are in aerofoil in shape. Aerofoil in shape. These are mounted on a fixed wheel or guiding wheel. These blades are not moving or not rotating on the guiding wheel. Tell me the gap between the two fixed blades or guiding blades. How it is appear? How it is appear? Tell me. Just observe the gap between the fixed blades. You can take a two fixed blades. Now this is the gap. Here only the water is flowing inside the turbine. Once it directed by a spiral casing. Yeah, tell me. What about the gap? How it is appear? It look like a really I can't able to understand, man. What happened to you guys? See the gap. How the gap is there? See the gap. See the gap. See the gap. See the gap. Tell me the gap. How it is look? How it is appear to you? It look like a convergent and divergent, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It look like
Yes,
a
sir.
convergent and divergent, or it is in the form of aerofoil in shape. There only the entire potential energy of the water get converted into kinetic energy between the gap of the two blades or fixed blades. See, the gap between the two blades or fixed blades is in the form of convergent and divergent. There only the entire kinetic potential energy of the water get converted into kinetic energy because there is no nozzle here. The gap itself is act as a nozzle. So fixed blades, these are also known as guiding blades or guiding vanes, which are mounted on the guiding wheel, which is not rotated. The gap between the guiding vanes or fixed blades in the form of nozzle or aerofoil in shape. There the entire potential energy get converted into kinetic energy. This is about the guiding blades. Any doubt about the guiding blades? Then coming to the runner. Runner is a circular disc which is mounted on a turbine shaft or main shaft. It consists of a moving blades or curved vanes. Moving blades or curved vanes or curved blades on the periphery of the runner. Runner is a circular disc, heavy disc mounted on a main shaft called turbine shaft. It consists of a curved vanes or moving blades. Two set of blades, fixed blades, moving blades, guiding blades, running blades, which are mounted on the periphery of the runner. Then coming to the drop tube. Drop tube is connected at the backside of the turbine or mounted on a main shaft of the turbine. From the backside, the cross-sectional area gradually increases. See, the cross-sectional area gradually increases to discharge the water at atmospheric pressure into a tail race after striking the curved vanes. So once the jet of water strike the curved vanes or moving blades, then water has to discharge through the draft tube. The cross-sectional area gradually increases to discharge the water at atmospheric pressure into a tail race. Any doubt about the construction, man? This is about the construction. Construction is so simple. Any doubt? So it consists of spiral casing. A casing is known as spiral casing. It is made up of cast iron. It has a circular passage, circular channel. The cross-sectional area gradually reduces, and here the partial amount of potential energy get converted into kinetic energy. Then coming to the curved fixed blade, these are also known as guiding blades, which are mounted on the guiding wheel or fixed wheel, which is not rotated. The shape is just like aerofoil in shape. The gap between the two blades is almost convergent and divergent like a nozzle or aerofoil in shape, in which the entire potential energy or pressure energy get converted into kinetic energy. Now coming to the runner. Runner is a circular disc. It is a circular disc mounted on a main shaft called turbine shaft. It consists of curved vanes, moving blades, curved vanes or moving blades, which are mounted on the periphery of the runner. Last, draft tube. It is fixed at the backside of the turbine. The cross-sectional area of the draft tube gradually increases to discharge the water into a tail race at atmospheric pressure after striking the runner. This is about the construction. Dear students, if you have any doubt about the construction, it is open, platform is open for you. You can ask me any doubt before going to the working principle. Introduction got completed. Construction got completed 2 to 3 times. I explained 2 to 3 times. Even you are listening or not, it is not my problem. Tell me, shall I go for the working principle or I want me to explain anything? You are comfortable? Yes. You are following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Coming to the working principle, I'm going to explain the working principle same as what I explained in the Pelton wheel. The pressure with the water with the high pressure come out from the dam and enter into the inlet of the turbine. There is no nozzle here. Enter into the inlet of the turbine through the penstock. Oh, I have to explain penstock. One sentence you have to tell about penstock. When you're going to tell something about the construction, penstocks are the larger diameter pipes like 3 meter, 2 meter, 1.5 meter, 2.5 meter. These are made up of steel or concrete. These are used to carry the water from outlet of the dam to the inlet of the turbine. And now the water with the high pressure come out from the dam where you constructed the dam across the river or wall across the river. Come out from the dam and enter into the inlet of the turbine through the penstock. First point got over. Second point. Then the water is flowing radially. Water is flowing radially through the spiral casing. Water is flowing radially through the spiral casing and get directed. Water is flowing radially through the spiral casing and get directed. The water get directed by the fixed blades or guiding blades to flow towards the runner. The water is flowing radially through the spiral casing and get directed by the guiding blades or fixed blades. Fixed blades are used to direct the water to flow towards the runner and get directed by the fixed blades to move to flow towards the runner. At the same time, the entire potential energy of the water get converted into kinetic energy between the gap of the guiding blades. Then the next point, at the same time, the entire potential energy of the water get converted into kinetic energy between the gap of the blades called fixed blades. Then the jet of water with the high velocity, the jet of water with the high velocity flowing towards the runner and strike the curved veins or moving blades which are present on the runner. The jet of water not striking only one direction, only one place like a Pelton wheel. Everywhere it's going to direct it. See, here also it's going to direct it. Here also it's going to strike. Here also it's going to strike. Then the jet of water with high velocity flowing towards the runner and strike the curved blades which are present on the periphery of the runner. Then due to the striking, the velocity of the jet of water got reduces. And also there is a change in the direction of the jet of water. Then this exerts the reaction force at the curved plates. This exerts the reaction force at the curved veins or curved blades. Then runner, due to the reaction force, the runner start rotated with the high speed. This produces the mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is utilized for to do the useful work like power generation or electrical energy generation. After striking, the water will discharge into tail race through the draft tube at atmosphere pressure. After striking, the water will discharge through the draft tube through the draft tube at atmospheric pressure into a tail race. Any doubt in this? No? Water with a high pressure come out from the dam and enter into the inlet of the turbine through the penstock. That is not visible. That is not taken into a consideration. Then in the turbine, the water is flowing radially through the spiral casing. At this time, some percentage of the potential energy get little percentage get convert into kinetic energy. And when the water is flowing radially, it is get directed, the water get directed by the guiding veins or fixed blades to flow towards the runner. At the same time, the entire potential energy of the water get converted into kinetic energy in between the gap of the blades. Then the jet of water with high velocity striking the curved veins which are present on the runner, periphery of the runner from all the directions. Due to the striking, the velocity got reduces. There is a cut down of velocity of jet of water, and also there is a change in the direction of the jet of water. Due to these two reasons, reaction force is exerted. Due to this reaction force which is exerted at the curved blades, then runner start rotated with high speed. This produces the mechanical energy. This is the way they're converting potential energy of the water into a mechanical energy by using a prime mover called turbine. And this mechanical energy utilized for some other work, like example power generation. And after striking, the water will discharge into a tail race through the draft tube at atmospheric pressure. This completes the, dear students, this completes the Francis turbine. Now you tell me, if you have any doubt, you can tell me now. If you have any doubt, you can tell me. Do you have any doubt in construction? Tell me. Do you have any doubt in introduction? Tell me. Do you have any doubt in working principle? Tell me. Don't sit simply. Just talk something. Yeah, tell me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. No doubt? No doubt?
So what is the capacity of this turbine?
Huh? Subram? Yeah. Tell me, man.
So what is the capacity of this turbine?
Capacity of the turbine that is used for medium work, medium capacity power plants only. Because head of the water is low, medium, right? In terms of 100 or 500, less than 1,000. And there you won't get a more pressure. If you're not getting more pressure, then you won't get a power like what you are getting in Wilton. It is used for medium capacity power plants. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? If really want in number, it is used for around suppose to if you want to produce a power like 10 megawatts, 5 megawatts, 20 megawatts, 30 megawatts, like that you will get. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Megawatts. Okay. Any doubt in this? Megawatts. Okay. Any doubt in this? Anybody? Varshini, any doubt?
No, sir.
Next. Rakesh, any doubt? Sandhya, any doubt? Trisha, any doubt? Venu GS, any doubt? Shit. Now you can tell me, in our Karnataka, what as I said, around 7 to 8 power plants are there. But most of the power plants located or situated or built at the Western Ghats only. Start from Shivamogga to Karavara. Shivamogga, Mangaluru, Karwara, like that. Now tell me, why they constructed the dam there only? And you tell me now, and where they are using the Francis turbine in our Karnataka, or in which power plant they are using in our Karnataka? Yeah, tell me. Why the most of the dams are constructed only the region of Western Ghats? Because there the catchment area is more or rainfall is more. You will get the rain almost all the times in a year. There you can able to store more amount of water due to that reason. And the Francis turbine used in Sharavati power plant, it is one of the biggest power plant in Karnataka. Can you tell me how many Francis turbines they are used in Linganamaki or Sharavati power plant? How many? One or two? How many power plants or turbines they are using? Means each unit required one turbine. So how many penstock they are taking, they are using, they are constructed from the dam to the powerhouse? Can you tell me how many Francis turbines are there in Sharavati dam or Sharavati power plant? See.
10, sir, 10.
10. Okay. Anybody? Only 10? Anybody? 10 Francis turbines are there as per your. No, earlier it was 10. Now they're trying to increase 2 more. Now, when we went last 3 to 4 years back, there they are constructing 2 more units. Now they are having, according to my knowledge, they're having a 12 or 12 to 13 Francis turbine. Then for each turbine, they have to carry the water individually through the each penstock. There are 11, 12 to 13 penstock lines are there. Just, I'm going to just, you can Google it. power plant, Linganamaki, that Linganamaki or Sharavati power plant. See, just, and you should understand all those things, man. I don't know why you people are not worrying about that. Everything, everybody they're telling, everything you can go done. Sharavati powerhouse. Just I'm going to take images. Yes. Yeah. Just I'm going to share this diagram. Yeah. That images are visible now. The images are visible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See. No. Observe
Sir.
this side. These are the penstocks which are coming from the dam. No, this is the dam. They constructed a dam across the Sharavati river at Linganamaki. And from there they are carrying the water through the penstock. See the diameter of the pipe. How many are there? Almost 12 to 13 penstocks are there. No, this is the powerhouse. This is the powerhouse. Here the individual turbines are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 12 something. Then after striking, see the water is coming like this. After striking, the water will discharge into a tail race. No, this is the tail race. No, this is the tail race. And no, observe this. No, this diagram is visible. No, no, this is the powerhouse. It is constructed a very long depth from the surface level of. And no, this is the dam. What are the dam? Another dam and all I'm not showing. Just I want to show that a video is there, man. Yeah. See, it is coming like this. See, man. See, observe this side. No, what I said, vertical. The vertical shaft. No, this is the vertical shaft. Here the water is coming. No, 100% this is the Sharavati power plant. No, it is coming like this. Then it's striking here. Then after that, it's going like this. Then this is the control unit. Generator is there. That mechanical energy get converted into electrical energy. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this, man? Now? No, this is the control unit. See each unit, man. Each unit it is inside. So here inside that the turbine is there. That is not visible. Only the rotor or generator visible from the ground floor. These are above. The rest of the thing is kept inside the earth or inside the ground like this. Is it clear now? Is it clear?
Yes,
No,
sir.
these are the no, these are the penstocks. See the diameter of the penstocks. Yeah, can you tell me what is this? Yeah, what I said no? Varahi power plant. See that Varahi power plant here. They made a tunnel inside the rock. Then we have to walk around 2 to 3 kilometers inside the rock through the tunnel. There the powerhouse is there. It is fantastic and beautiful power plant. Outside of it is up here. Just I'm going to see that Varahi. Just I'm going to tell you how that Varai is visible from the outer level or from the outside. Varai power plant. Again, I'm going to take images only. Rest all you can do yourself. See, man, outside. The diagram is visible to you? No.
Yes. Yes.
See,
Yes, sir.
no, this is outside. No, this is a big mountain. No, here only that way. Here they mention Varai power plant. Then we have to walk around 2 to 3 kilometers inside the tunnel. Outside only this is the outermost part. Only this is the outermost part. Backside there is a big mountain. Backside there is a big mountain. And only here 3 units are there. Only. No, when we went, no, this, no. Here only they kept the turbine inside the hole or some well. And here somewhere the water is coming and striking. And it will discharge into a rivers as a tail race. So when we went at the time, they construct 2 units were there. But when we went at the time, they are constructing 1 more unit. Now there are 3 units are running there. No, this is Sharavati. Sorry, Varai. No, this is Varai. See, inside the tunnel, only 3 units are there. This is the 1 unit, 1 more unit. No, this is a constructed. When we went at them, they constructed this. And what I will show you the Pelton wheel. That weight and the capacity of the Pelton wheel you can easily understand. Just I'm going to take an image only. Yeah. See that? No, this is the Pelton wheel, which is used in Varai power plant. See that? See the diagram. That this diagram is visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, this one. Actual. No, this is the actual Pelton cup which is used in powerhouse. See the weight and each bucket how they appear. See, that's what I said. Hemispherical shape. Hemispherical in shape, which are mounted on the periphery of the circular disc called runner. Just observe yourself. Okay, man. Now, if you have any doubt about a reaction turbine, sorry, Francis turbine, and as well as Pelton wheel, you can ask me, or else we are going for the next one. That is last turbine. That is the last concept in your turbine chapter in the module 2. That is, sir, theory. You have to tell me, sir, what theory? So theory, I don't know what I said. That is enough. Then coming to the Francis, that Kaplan turbine. No, this is the Kaplan turbine. It is also known as propeller turbine. Propeller turbine. So you should draw this diagram. Then Kaplan turbine is the low head. It's suitable only for the low head power plants. Reaction turbine. Reaction force is generated when the jet of water strike the propeller blades or turbine blades which are mounted on the runner or the hub or boss. Tell me, you're going to draw the diagram or you're going to draw the diagram? So once I'll complete this, I'm going to do the numericals, the typical and difficult numericals which are there in IC engines. Then I'm going to take a next chapter, that is pumps in the module 2. Yeah, tell me if you have any doubt, you can ask me. That you can do it later. Oh, diagram is not visible. The diagram is visible to you. That Francis turbine diagram is not visible, I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, man. Rest all we'll discuss in the next class. No, thank you all. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, or else you can leave the session. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, or else you can leave the session.
Thank you, sir.
Mm.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. Okay, you can leave the session.